the iconic thin bloodstock flyer fence at 5. These are 5 introductory fences really to get the horses off the ground and stretching out over some of these super large obstacles. The first combination coming very shortly after this big ditch to brush flyer at 5. It is the shore-grade dew pond, which comes at 6. There's a lot for these horses to take in. Alongside the trade stands, there's a triple bar at the top of a mound, and beyond that view is the water splash and into that, and really neatly out over the triple bar at sea. And 3 elements to this, although just 2 jumping efforts. Some of these, as you see right around this course, have fences which have 2 letters on.
From every moment of this championship, available on FEI TV in partnership with Clip My Horse. And here in the UK, we're delighted that full coverage from the cross country and tomorrow's show jumping available on both the BBC iPlayer and the BBC Sport website.
It is quite a long gallop alongside the wood line on their right and the trade stands on there. To that jewellery box fence 13, a little bit of a breather, relatively straightforward. But from there, they're going to have to really focus on the FEI mound, which comes at 22.
So over the beaten bloodstock flyer at 5, Italy's Giovanni Ugolotti with the Duke of Champions will be shortly passing the 2-minute marker on this course. The shore-grade dew pond proves no problem for our Italian pathfinder. He moves on up to the Palace Arena.
Well, Nadja TOBLERONE over the Libussa face, through the river glass the second time, and up onto the high ground is the Betty Max Nest. They have just 4 fences between them and the finish line. Pathfinder for Team Switzerland still clear, and closing with the Brookfield full-fledged. That's number 28. Of course, Yasmin Ingham competed in the Premier European Championships 23, made a senior championship debut in some style, winning, of course, the individual world title at Bretoni. That was back in 2022. Her ride that day, you will remember, Banzai du Loire, and of course they were members of Britain's gold medal team at the 2023 European Championships in Arras-du-Pin. And Yasmin also with Banzai reserved for the Olympic team in Paris last year.
Yeah, I think so, don't you?
Wee DJ Yasmin Ingham.
TOBLERONE cleared jumping, but just picking up 12.8 time penalties to provisionally finish cross country on 47.3. Italy's Giovanni Ugolotti and Duke of Champions, well, they kept the fence judges very busy. There are a number of flag penalties under review at the moment. And he also activated that pin at fence 16. But as it stands, Giovanni on a two-phase score of 93.0.
alternate route, but to gain the direct way at the Lemur brush wedges, 23, and so on to a nice big table. There's 3 brosses from the Argentinian leather belt company at 24. And from there, quickly followed by a combination. This is the cross country and a superb facility to allow you to study all the fences. There's video footage with it too, as well as maps of the course. There's a rail to ditch and the wooded hollow. That's 25 and CARAMIA 34 clear over both elements.
We're 4 minutes into their championship cross-country phase. CHATEAU with COCORICO de la Bas and the Blenheim Palace in the rear view mirror now as they move on to the Evoke Lodge at 14. They're taking the direct route through the Lemur brush wedges at 23. CHATEAU with COCORICO de la Bas emerge from the trees.
So we can see it coming towards us.
Ireland's individual rider Sarah Ennis with Dorapera Class Act just making their entrance into the Palace Arena. The right-handed, a huge leap over the first of those Jules tables at 8. Sarah sets up for those influential REHY angle brushes, takes the direct route and over the HAHA, the front of the Palace. Sarah Ennis moving away from the Blenheim Palace towards the Evoke Lodge at 14. Great to see such a huge crowd up in that area and indeed around the entire cross-country course. But please, we do insist. Taking the direct route through the FEI mount of 22. By Allinger and Timo head up towards the trees towards the
lines up, taking on the side. Nicely. Combination, yeah. Direct route, safely, taking that move, through the ha-ha, left hand.
and Timo are Voltaire Libussa at 26.
And also through the short edge and southern as they now head off towards the towards the river glide. But to remind of these, those out on the course, the instructions to stay outside the string there for their own safety and designated crossing point.
Has completed the Hansen Individual European Championships at Avance. That was back in 2021. Represented as a young rider and also at pony level.
Melanie Fiona goes clear with 9 jumping efforts. Combination 28 and 30.
Good girl. Very good.
Dressage score 29.4, owned by Jane McGibbon. She's obviously riding for Great Britain. And Piggy Marsh has won 5 senior European medals, including 2 individual silvers. Halo has been 7th before a run out of aluminum and at that level this year.
Gandalf is taking the direct route at the healing garden into the river climb there. Just gets a little bit close to the brush into the water.
Here now the TV screen. That's City. Up a little towards the That's 16.
Chestnut turning over Ceres and the country Gandalf on to the home back. Clear to them. And he's at the Brookfield. Full fences at 28. turning slightly right-handed now to the first of those brush boxes cleared.
It's a very fast side. Anyone towards the sweating.
Fantastic to see so many people out here. I don't think I've ever seen so many people stationed.
Across the lane bit of crossing and over that terribly strong brush there at 19 there's on the first level.
You see, that's what's happening. That's what happened to Halo. All his back legs are all bloody.
Yes,
he's caught himself.
So that was Sebastian Caballero. So we got Robbie King.
Bugger that for a game of soldiers.
They say just an allergy to
That was the long way. The short way, you come straight in with that big massive fence there. Sorry. And then everybody on that horse. Oh, okay.
No, bueno, no importa.
Plenty of room.
Oh, it's a dig.
Out of the Shore Grove DuPont combination at 6.
It's a very different look.
So they take the alternative route at the second time of asking. And now come on
Nicely over the picnic table at 7.
So Pietro Maggiolino did activate the NIMS clip. I think it was down at 22, so there will be 11. Combination 10. Back down. Over the half. The defensive left.
Well, Yaroslav Alex, and picking up another 20 penalties, Maddox just ducking out at second on the wedges there, and the lead defence at individual rider. Total of 17 nations.
It's right, yeah, it's just so slammed in there.
FDI European Championship.
Downhill.
Christoffer here on the finish from 13 lessons, very close together. Now racing the rail.
Arena then naming Yasmin and Wilhelm Harry. And still civilian table.
I'm not looking for it.
Left hand turn to the second of those big white tables, and then short distance to the Adria angle brushes.
Didn't really have much chance.
The horse was saying.
So safely home, Yaroslav Alex and Maddox. A good band. They've been adventurous and they've jumped Maddox and a safely through the finish line to complete.
Keep going.
And they completed here last year at Blenheim in the 8 and 9 Cup.
Well, that's what they were saying when you turn up. Yeah, because that was the discussion yesterday. Also, I think they're discussing if we were deciding from point A to go straight to point B. Yes. How did you get there?
As they head off towards combination now at 22.
Only problems for going with DHI and Robbie going at the sequence combination. She'll go DuPont to at the second turn. So it'll carry 20 penalties.
Then on the way to the front, which is at 23.
Quite fast.
I'd be like, no, he's tired. I'm
So we're in the main Palace, Arena National Children Palace, two fences at 8 and 9.
Meanwhile, Ariana Sivo from now 505. First combination course. In fact, they've had a stop at the B element of 6. And
The corner, the FDI match. Goes the quick wave. And now just approaching the wood line there.
I mean, surely it's the same one.
Ends the wood line to start. Go left-handed. of your branch of SWIT. Secretary Nadja for Australia, team number 3, just steering our nominated the FDR man on surface quarter. That's the red flag out to the right hand side again. Two will be reviewed. Martin Sakina goes clear of the penalty fence 9
with 6.2 at the moment. CHATEAU Dublin, of course, previously the ride of Nicola Wilson, team and individual gold medalist at the European Championships in Avon 4 years ago.
Good boy.
Thank you very much. And you, of course.
Absolutely. I've got to go to the video.
Outside of the course coming on to the triple bar at bend 21. Our judge is doing a fantastic job keeping us posted. Just get to see them coming now onto the FEI mans. The ox are onto the corner, the direct route where the ox sits on the mountain. And it's quite a tight line. And there's a series of Christmas trees there, just giving the riders the angle. And they take the direct route and look to be clear. They take the direct route. There's a very quite big upright ball finish. Brush fences and the Bristol combination fence 28 going up into the home. That's fine, jumping out the slab. And look at the scurry in Chicago. Yep, a clear somewhere close to the corner.
Blenheim, David Evans, Michael Folkman, the team. They've had to deal with drought-like conditions for most of the summer and then monsoon-like conditions over the last few days. But absolutely perfect footing for our championship cross-country phase as Aoife Clark is away from the start box, the third member of Team Ireland this week with the Ace of Spain syndicate Full Monty de la Con.
Oh, he's got some standing.
So we see Aoife Clark and Full Monty de la Con emerging from the trees and riding the Racing Bull roller coaster at 15. They jump over the Oxford and Contact section and then swing right hand in front of us. British defending the fourth cross, Ealing Shot.
Probably go down and around. Watch another one, or are we going down?
She might stay
As a member of the Irish squad and also represented Ireland at the Paris Olympic Games. And this combination in a good vein of form as they come on to the short road dew pond at bend 6. Finishing in the top 30 at Badminton here across the country.
That's what I wrote. She's always with me. When I moved, I don't know. We just had the leg. And I said, yeah. She just sat on the passenger seat and her feet on the dashboard.
Going nicely through the arena fences then. And now in front of the palace at the Subaru corners.
just a provisional score coming in, Sally, for Calvin Bachmann and the Phantom of the Opera. 15 jumping penalties under review, that potential flag penalty, but the fastest round to date, 5.6 time penalties incurred on a time of 10:15. And the good news is Calvin has well near the top of that leaderboard. Just the 5.6 time penalties to add to his dressage score.
Well, this really has been an exciting day on the cross-country course. It's definitely going to be a full three-phase competition. Lots of changes to the leaderboard from the dressage phase as we started the cross-country, and affecting both the team and the individual results. What a cracking round that was for Calvin and Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, individually, Calvin has moved into second place in the live leaderboard. Tom MCEWEN is still on top on a two-phase score of 32.0, and Melody Joner from Switzerland with Aaron moves into
I think you have to pay that for 40 points a day. Because if you pay less, then like the rugby won't be really good. I think it's about
Well, Yannicka Bunzar survives a pretty hairy moment through the FDI mounds at 22. With a direct route all the way, they move on to the Lemieux Rush wedges.
Feeding box now at fence 9, pops that. Goes to the combination in the main arena at fence 10. Takes the direct route, now goes over the bridge over the ha-ha, and then turns left-handed, heading towards the corners of fence 11. Thought to be one of the more technical fences on the course, but actually seems to have ridden pretty well today.
So a bit pop over the ditch in the cross-country app combination of 25 for Yannicka Bunzar with the great gelding and see Shafty Tyre. So the Voltaire Leap of Faith comes up next. Then drop back across the river to the Bedmax Nest.
Felix Bolt goes clear on those two fences. Felix Bolt with Frida at the Oxer and then the corner mounds at 22. Heads off towards the Lemieux sponsored rough wedges at 23.
So we're up in the Palace Arena. We see Victoria Hamilton with DHI Jackpot take the direct route through the area and the brushes at 10.
Dixbolt takes the direct route at the brush wedges at 23 as they head off towards the table. 24 goes clear of that, so they're now making their way on the very far side of the course before they come back down the hill to cross the river line for the second time.
So just to bring you a provisional score for Yannicka Bunzar and actually Shafty Tyre.
Team gold medalist in 2000 to Protoni, so young rider, individual silver medalist.
Lea Siegel in the main arena as she turns left-handed through the Palace View dual sponsored fence 9. Fence 10. At the bridge over the heart, turns left-handed towards the corners at 11.
Dog going into the woodline to find those Lemieux brush wedges. Goes the quick way over that.
Van Siegel goes clear of the Leap of Faith, the Voltaire sponsored fence at 26 as they make their way across the river line for the second time. And then they'll start to make their way up the hill towards the Bedmax sponsored nest at 27. This is now the very last section of the course for Lea Siegel and Van Helsing.
In the Palace Arena is the Harveywetdog representing Belgium. The LÜBBEKE super results in recent history onto the Palace lawn, jumping that big chest at A and taking the direct route over the first and now second of those very acutely angled left-handed corners at 11. And then on to the two related treasure chests owned by Barbara de LÜBBEKE, 5-star Aventus and Lager SPRL.
Collett now is into the main arena in front of Blenheim Palace as they come to fence 8, clear of that. Turns slightly left-handed before riding in front of the members at fence 9. Those fences sponsored by Jules. Now combination. Over the ha-ha, turns left-handed towards the Subaru corner to fence 11. Thought to be the most technical jump on the course, but actually has jumped incredibly well.
Well, this course set by Phillips is designed to test the best horses and riders in the world, and that it is doing, but also allowing alternative routes for those a little bit less experienced. But Uli Darville with a 5-star wins at the middle and under their belt are going so far fastest routes the direct way at each of these combination fences, which have alternatives. Now at the cross-country at Woody Hollow, we should go
right towards the bounds at 22 combination here. Oh, that's nicely done. So Laura Collett on her way towards the brush bridges at 23. Lots of combinations on this part of the course. She comes back to the brush bridges.
Stonehaven's Baby Blue takes Peter Anderson safely into now and out of the Palace Arena, but there's Jules and Agria fences, so on to Subaru's chest corners at 11. Now Lara, the LÜBBEKE mare,
16 seconds, so their overall official score, I think that clear cross country is 26.6. Let's see what Michael Young can do.
Meanwhile, just let me bring up to news with Stonehaven's Baby Blue, I'm afraid. After that refusal that from 17, Blue Anderson put her hand up and decided to call it a day. So they're walking back from the River Glyme. Now next away will be St. Nicholas riding for France with ALERTAMALIB'OR.
Dirk Young goes clear of 11 A, B and C.
Francis St. Nicholas then comes into the Palace Arena, jumping the Jules Pavilion and going left-handed, circling to the Jules Palace View fence at 9. And that's quickly followed by Agria. Our tyre sponsors, set of angle brushes. And indeed, no problems at all. They've jumped really well all day, out over the bridge and on to Subaru's Palace lawn, chest to double the corners.
Young goes through 22, gets 10 time penalties to add to his just score of 18.3.
That's a really good that was subject to availability, so that could only be gutted down to 7. Well, how many?
Well, that is going to be very interesting.
And Scoon quite recently 26.6 Laura score by Collett, originally on 28.3.
So the last rider of course is number 55, 2012, the senior debut as an individual European Championships. 13th of Badminton this year,